Shanti, everyone. Hello, my friends. Hi, everybody. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up? Thank you so much for joining in on the Next Normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. You know, how many shows have we done so far now, Santosh? More than 500, or going on 600. Yeah, so it's so good, huh? Just consistent. It just reminds me of the good old days when the pandemic started and we started with the spiritual vaccine. We did that for what, 2 years? And then, of course, Baba's, the God's light, this creativity is let's do something more, just do something different, make it better, because we're growing. So we want to be able to make things better. In addition to growing, change is inevitable, it's fine, but remember, truth won't change. Truth won't change. But each time you listen to truth, it'll change you. And so even though certain things will still stay fundamentally the same, you're changing. You're changing. So today we're looking at how to let go, right? Today we have a live audience. So today we're learning about how to let go. Wow, that is such a big topic. And I think we should do a series on it because it is so deeply rooted in the power of our attachment. While getting ready this morning, I just happened to have looked in someone's book, and on the cover of the book it said self-love, and then the person had placed their name down. And as I looked at that self-love, I began to talk to Baba, to God, as you all know by now. What is this search for the soul and self-love? What really is self-love, Baba? And then Baba says, when somebody is struggling to love the self, the attachment has become very seeped in the soul, which means dependency on everything that is physical. And the more attached you are, the less the power of love is revealed in you, is experienced in you. Just think of this a little bit. And some people might ask me or say to me, but Sister Jenna, attachment is good. Okay, but love is better. Love is so much better than attachment. And I can only speak from my journey that as I continue on this path of rebooting the soul's value and worth so that I work more effectively and easily for my own life, I've noticed that ego and attachment creates my greatest obstacles and struggles. Let me give you an example. I want to take care of my life, right? And I decide to go on a diet. But I'm going to have chocolate cake and then a Diet Coke. You see, that's what attachment does. On one level, it will confirm, oh good, you're on the diet. Good. But you can have the cake because the Diet Coke, you won't gain any weight. That's what attachment will do. It will blur the truth. Now, this is what love would tell you. You've made the promise to lose some weight. You had a commitment to the self. I love you. So you can do the cake later. And maybe instead of the Coca-Cola, why don't you just have some fresh juice or water? That's love. But what's interesting with love is we're not used to it. We're actually not used to feeling the energy of pure love in the soul anymore. And so it's consistently mixed and it's jarred and it gets complicated. And that's why it's so hard to let go of the past. The soul has developed such a habit, such a pattern of feeling in a particular frequency. If it's not blurred or gray, or if it doesn't seem to serve a sense of control, if it doesn't seem to be a little difficult or hard, you don't want it. And also your behavior and your attitude to not letting go of your past is connected to attachment and ego. I have to tell you the truth. Has someone ever been extremely unkind to you? Has someone ever cheated you? Have you ever cheated someone? Have you been unkind to someone? So let's take a look at it. Think of prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha. Think of maybe your great-grandmother, somebody who has always been very compassionate and forgiving and just don't hold a grudge. Think of these individuals. Somehow, even if wrong has been done to them, they get up, they turn the other cheek. That's love. If someone has wronged them, and there isn't a lot of love, but attachment is full, you are going to seek revenge. You're going to go after them. You're going to say, that's it. I've had enough. And that attachment with ego will bring anger, lust, and more greed for control and power, which makes us very tight. And it becomes very challenging to let go. To let go of that which was preordained to occur. And my only mistake or error was that I took it all so personally. I lost so much energy taking everything that somebody says or does or doesn't do or should have done to me at a personal level. Look what they did to me. How could they have done that? I've survived that, you know. Yeah. And as you go deeper into spiritual wisdom, you realize it was preordained to occur. But then if you hold that truth in you, do you have the power to let go? Isn't it easier to let go of whatever you have been through when your wisdom and your awareness reminds you that it was written to happen? Don't challenge me about the stories of rape or infidelity or violence or abuse. That's all because of attachment, ego, anger, greed, lust. It's all because of algae. And so I guess it had to happen because the souls are in that state. And so somehow when I'm able to apply the knowledge of spiritual practice, it must have been preordained for them to have said that. It must have been something fixed that I had to endure dealing with them like that for so long. I have to free myself from this. I'm of no use to myself if I'm walking around with a ball and chain all day long. Why did they shouldn't have, how could they have, what happened to me, why me, and become the victim, and then all of these energies that just keeps weighing you down. That's not what Baba wants from you. That's not what Baba wants. Baba wants you to believe in your potential. Baba wants you to be very present, to recognize that this moment is yours to create, and that is fixed to occur. It's hard to fix your destiny to be bright if you're stuck in the past. It's very difficult. Because all that you went through and all that didn't occur for you, that energy is being fed in the soul, and that vibration is going to manifest it again. That's why letting go of your past is such an important duty and responsibility. Sometimes when I go back and I will tell my story about how I survived this, I can feel my ego and attachment connected to the story. Like very naturally, they just show up. And when I stay quiet and I choose to just be present in the moment, there's love there. There is a God there. there's the opportunity to create a great future for my life. So my recommendation today is look at your life. Really. Are you still holding on to that which you couldn't change? And are just souls, like in the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris, are just souls playing out their parts? Yes, they are. They are. And in your ability to let go, you'll be able to have so much room for God's love and light to flow through you so that you start to manifest your best life. There are people today who have millions of dollars in mansions and cars and Gucci's and Rolex watches and Patek Philippe watches and watches that cost $500,000, $200,000. And there are individuals who hear a person buys a watch for $250,000 and they sit there and they haven't earned that in even 10 years. Holding. Something that if you keep holding on, you keep being attached to your past, you reduce your abundance. But at the same time, there are people out there who are doing all these wild and crazy things, and how come they're so wealthy? There's a different department. Maybe they gave a lot of charity. So financial wealth is a big deal. It comes flowing. If you give a lot of money, you will get a lot of money back. If you give love, you'll get a lot of love back. If you've helped people, you will be helped. It's the energy of karma. It's just an energy. So if you let go today, because you have realized, I can't change my past anymore. I can't. Everything happens for a reason, but I got to be present and I have to allow God's love to flow through me now if I want to change my life. So let's do a little meditation on that. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm inviting you to allow your inner world to become quiet and settled inside, behind your eye. And you've been living with yourself for quite some time. You know what you must let go of now. Maybe the expectation of a forgiveness. Let it go. Maybe they don't even remember or think they gave you sorrow, but you took it. You need to forgive yourself. Maybe the person stole something from you that was very important or meaningful. Maybe it's a karmic debt. Maybe at a soul level in another time and place, I had taken money from that person. Now the debt is settled. Send them your good wishes. Let it go. Focus your energy on how you will create even 10 times more. Maybe I lost someone before time. I wasn't expecting the one that I love would have died and left me alone. But maybe there was a particular time, the contract between you and that soul was preordained by the drama of life. And they had only 1 year, 5 year, 30 years, 50 years, 70 years with you. Nobody knows that was the contract between you and the soul, and they stayed the amount of time they were supposed to. So let it go. When a person dies or leaves the body, you can't pull them back, no matter how hard you try. You have to move on. Their blessings are with you. The energy that you shared is with you. And let's look at a relationship and a partnership. People have a right to change their minds. And so do I. Whether you're living with a person, or you're dating someone, or you're married to someone, what if they decide, I don't feel any more connection with you, and they decide to leave you? Let it go. Let them go. They gave you what they could. They took what they could. And you did the same. Now prepare yourself for a better relationship by letting go. Give them your blessings. Wish them well, even though your heart doesn't want to because you feel betrayed. Betrayal is a sign of the past. It isn't something of the present. Let it go. The soul was born free. It's got to practice becoming free once again. It's time to let go of the past and be very present, the here and the now. Create what you want for your future. Use all of that time and space for creating your future. Now allow God's light to come and confirm your inner working, your inner promise. It's time to let go. Just feel God's light around you, giving you the strength, the love, the wisdom, the peace in letting go. And take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. Let's go to our awakened intelligence and see if I've supported the algorithms. How to let go of the past according to the Brahma Kumaris. It's a central theme in the teachings of our teachings, who offer a spiritual and practical framework for releasing emotional baggage and moving forward with inner peace. So here's how we teach you. Understand the power of the soul. You are a soul, not the body or the roles that you play. The soul is eternal, peaceful, pure, and powerful by nature. Your past is a story, but it's not your identity. By reconnecting with your true self, the soul, you will gain clarity and detachment. Number 2, practice Raj Yoga, which we offer every month at all of our centers. Raj Yoga means connecting the soul with the Supreme Soul. This meditation will empower you to reclaim your inner peace, detach from negative memories, forgive and be free. How it helps? Well, regular practice dissolves sorrow, guilt, and resentment by filling the mind with divine power and positive self-awareness. It's a big lesson. The third thing is to reframe the past by using spiritual knowledge or wisdom. Everything that has happened is part of the drama. Perfect, predestined, beneficial. How does this AI know our teaching so well, Santosh? No moment gets wasted. Each scene had a purpose in the soul's journey. Challenges and pains were lessons to help you grow spiritually. Affirmation, whatever happened was accurate and necessary for my growth. Or whatever is happening is necessary for my growth. Forgive with compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is not condoning, it's releasing. And when you understand that others act based on their own karmic accounts and spiritual ignorance, your compassion will arise. By forgiving, you will free yourself from the bondage of that pain. Number 5, create new karma. The past shouldn't define you. Your present actions will. So every thought, word, and deed creates karma. Start now. Speak truth. Think positively. Serve others selflessly. Tip: replace old thought patterns with pure elevated thoughts drawn from the spiritual study of our advanced classes called the Murli. And of course, meditate. So in the Brahma Kumaris teaching, every morning, Monday through Sunday, there are classes in the mornings at every one of our 9,000 centers. So reading or listening to the Murli, which for us is God's wisdom, God is love. Always remember, when I call God, I'm defining God to you as an ocean of love. And that's a big thing. So reading or listening to the Murli fills the mind with light and truth. It brings insights that clear confusion and strengthen your will to move on. Yep, I live it every day. Next. Summary affirmations to practice. I'm a peaceful soul. The past is a chapter that brought me here. Now I move forward with wisdom. I choose thoughts that heal and empower me. Beautiful. Letting go, according to the Brahma Kumaris, is not about forgetting, but it's about transforming. By stabilizing your mind in soul consciousness and God's love and God's remembrance, the chains of the past dissolve naturally. And you begin to live with lightness, purpose, and love. Om Shanti on that one. Let's go to the Sister Gita effect and enjoy some more wisdom. Isn't that wonderful?
Here are some practical methods to help us recognize and then overcome some of the habits or obstacles that stop us from feeling great. Letting go. So let's let go. We need to connect and concentrate on the positive and the spiritual aspects of the self, making this the foundation of our change and learning. However, as realistic optimists, we must also be honest about the personal challenges and obstacles we must overcome if we are sincere in our wish to feel great and make ourselves feel great. In order to face and let go of a recurring block or pain or sorrow, carefully practice this step. There were 5, but I will read one today. Recognize that you have a recurring upheaval or problem. Admit it to the self that something in you keeps coming back, irrespective of the person or situation that triggers the reaction. For example, you might feel unappreciated, misused, and unable to find a cooperative person. You might have economic problems or feel rejected or resentful. This is not about projecting blame onto others or situations. It is about recognizing that something good or bad begins with the self. This brings a great liberation because you know that you have all the inner resources to solve anything that has its roots in yourself. Although you can seek cooperation from others, ultimately you have to do what needs to be done yourself. Knowledge that the source of pain requires a change in your attitudes, thoughts, and or your perception. When you take this responsibility, you will stop feeling guilty and blaming others. Instead, you will feel free to choose where you want to go and what direction your life will move in. Honesty with the self never makes you blame others. Instead, it makes you feel great because at last you have the courage to face yourself, and you have the faith that by practicing positive thoughts, your world will change for the better. Hey, feel great. Thank you.
Honesty with the self will never let you blame others. Wow. Om Shanti Manmohan, Annette, Ulala, Beverly. Beverly, thank you for that lovely review of the Sister Gita effect. I valued that. And by the way, I hope you've all gotten a copy of the Sister Gita effect and have read through it. I've heard it's been really heartwarming. So Neha, Shanti, Dinesh, hi, Indu, certified locally, Ebb Store, Nirmala, Hildy. Good morning. Nothing you've been through is wasted. Excellent statement, right, Hilda? And Travel Qua, letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means rising above. Man Mohan, Suman, Lolita, Jokes Guru, releasing pain is an act of love to ourselves and others. Yeah, very true. Got the time. This is not just a talk, it's a transmission of peace. Papu Yadav, every word is a step towards healing. Thank you. Banu, S. Watson, Usha, Amit, Om Shanti, Joyoti, Rakesh, Anita Dakal, Saroj. Holding on was draining me. Letting go is setting me free. Absolutely. Babita, Monica, Savi, Raju, Sandeep, Angela. Let's do a theme of that then, Angela, next week. We'll focus more on steps in how to really let go at a heart level. So we'll focus on that next week. Sandeep, it's like my soul is exhaling after years of holding its breath. Wow, that's a good one. Thank you so much, Lilawati. Everyone, just keep in mind that the next normal is kind of, your morning sustenance and food for the soul or wherever you might be. And so our wish is that you find the best in yourself. Just find the best in yourself. And you'll find it easier to find the best in others. Thank you so much for joining us today. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. And lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of love to each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.